This is a production of PBS Charlotte.
If you hang out with Gus and Carol Walton on just about any Saturday morning, you'll understand why Carol says the nonstop pace is more like
it's controlled chaos. I guess right here.
They start the day by eating breakfast at Tryon House on East Exmoor Street in Charlotte. Gus says for the kids, it's already a tradition.
Like during the week, they'll say, eggs and grits, and we're like, no, that's Saturday. And
the boys are very young. Wade is 3.5, and twins Wesley and Johnny are just 2. So after breakfast, they of course have to let off a little steam.
We get our wiggles out after breakfast.
Hop back in the van.
What are you doing?
I'm taking your picture.
And then head to their next stop, the grocery store. Then it's back home.
you want to take them bananas?
To put the groceries away.
Here, you can carry this one.
And squeeze in a quick break.
Wade helps me keep an eye on the other ones, don't you, bud?
All of this back and forth before noon, and the trips are not over yet.
See, it's a lot of coming and going on a Saturday morning, isn't it, boys?
Driving around with 3 children under the age of 5 to breakfast, then the grocery store, and then back home for a little playtime will by anyone's definition be a busy Saturday morning. But believe it or not, Carol says the most challenging stop is the one that comes next.
Where's Coach? Do you see Coach on the wall? Where's his picture? Can you find Coach? Where is he? Right there!
Coach is Carol's dad, and every Saturday morning, after breakfast and all of those errands, the family stops by to visit him at his retirement care facility, Waltonwood Cotswold in Charlotte. For the boys, it's everything. After all, what child wouldn't love a visit with Granddad, sitting outside, eating ice cream, or wearing it, and playing in the fountain? For Carol, it's so much more.
Well, it's everything. I mean, our lives are crazy in terms of schedule during the week, and it's hard to find times to get together.
But life changed for her father, Larry, in a devastating and painful way this year when he lost his second wife and Carol's stepmom, Betty, to cancer.
And when she died, it was terrible. But then weeks and months afterward, that house meant nothing to me.
Larry didn't want to stay in his house, but he also couldn't stay, at least not alone. Betty's care for him disguised Larry's cognitive decline, especially with short-term memory.
He couldn't tell you if he ate breakfast that morning sometimes, and he couldn't tell you if he'd taken his medicine.
Suddenly, Carol and her siblings were thrown into a world of uncertainty.
Well, we had to figure out, what we needed in terms of care.
The process was overwhelming. Carol's sister Louise is a doctor and often took the lead in determining care for their father. He even lived with her for a short time. But eventually, Louise's co-worker suggested getting a care coordinator.
We offer a free consultation where we come and we meet face-to-face, if possible, with children, family members, friends, whomever may be concerned, and the person who's facing some challenges around care needs.
Cindy Hostetler is with Care Weavers. It's a growing industry where healthcare advocates find the best resources for older adults in need of care.
What we do is we draw up a plan of care and a recommendation for services that we think we can provide that will benefit the client and the family.
Those families, like Carol and Gus, are part of a growing trend in America called the sandwich generation, a middle-aged population supporting aging parents while also caring for their own children. The Pew Research Center reports nearly half of American adults in their 40s and 50s have a parent 65 or older and are either raising a young child or financially supporting a grown child. Healthcare coordinators work to remove a lot of that responsibility and stress by researching and asking the tough questions, like in Larry's case, when he needed a place to live.
So for me as a nurse, one of the first things I want to look at is what does the quality of care look like at your facility? And how do I know that you're doing a good job?
Care coordinators may also accompany clients to doctor's appointments and provide companionship. Carol says it's been hard to see her father decline. Her kids call him Coach because he used to coach football. But he's also a Vietnam veteran, an author of 2 books, and a retired neurosurgeon. The experience has been so moving, she shared her feelings in a blog called Caregiving Goes Both Ways for Older Parents. And that hits close to home for Carol and Gus, who had their children later in life. She wants others to learn from her experience that aging parents must be transparent with their children about their health.
It really does help for them to help prepare their children and for them to have their ducks in a row, even to the smallest detail.
Carol is doing the best she can handling this delicate balance between two generations.
And he's at the end in his mind, but for me, for my boys, it's just the beginning. And we want it to last as long as it can, as comfortably as it can.
And while Larry focuses on this next generation, a healthcare coordinator has removed a lot of the stress for Carol and her siblings, which has made it easier for her to focus on being a mom and a daughter. For Carolina Impact, I'm Todd Wallace reporting.